Hey guys, welcome to the channel. I'm K-dre Almighty if you didn't know. Today I got another video for you guys. Today Nintendo had a direct and apparently they're adding, finally, took them a while, but some Game Boy and Game Boy Advance games and some Game Boy Colors games as well. Without further ado guys, let's get into it, and I'm gonna give you my opinion with some thoughts of mine, and yeah. Okay, that little snap, always like that. We got original Game Boy. I never actually had one of these.
Game Boy games are being added to Nintendo Switch Online. On Nintendo
Okay,
Switch,
Zelda.
you can play these games anytime, anywhere, just like you could back in the day.
Tetris.
Let's
Tetris is
introduce the
everywhere,
games
man.
that will be available at launch.
Okay, let's get into it.
Tetris. Arrange the falling tetraminos and aim for a high
Okay,
score.
first Tetris. There's some versions.
Super Mario Land 2, 6 golden coins. Reclaim the castle that
Okay.
Mario stole from you.
Nice.
The Legend of Zelda, Link's Awakening DX. Awaken the Windfish to escape
I never
Copeland
played
Island.
any of these games. Let me know in the comments if you guys played any of these games on the
Gargoyle's
original
Quest.
hardware.
Save the Cool Realm as Firebrand from the Ghosts and Goblins series.
I thought that was
Game & Watch Gallery 3. Play an assortment of Game & Watch titles.
okay. That's pretty cool actually.
Alone in the Dark. The New Nightmare.
It's a
Solve a
teen
murder
game.
mystery on the supernatural Shadow Island. Metroid 2, Return of Samus. Destroy the Metroids hiding on planet SR-388.
Okay.
Wario Land 3. Traverse a world that changes between day and night based on your actions. Kirby's Dream Land. Float, inhale, and spit out enemies in Kirby's debut title.
Nice.
You can use the Game Boy, Game Boy Pocket,
There's different
or
little
Game Boy Color
textures you can
screen
use.
filters. Up to 2
Filters? That's
players can
cool.
play compatible games together locally or online.
Okay, that's some cool features.
More games will be added in the future.
Pokemon trading card game? That's another thing. Why don't they have
And
Pokemon, like the trading card, like the little app that they have on the Switch?
Game Boy Advance games are being added to Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack.
Oh, you gotta get the plus for
Here are
that?
the games that you can play at launch.
They looking clean on the Switch though, I'm not gonna
Super
lie.
Mario Advance 4. Super Mario Brothers
Super
3.
crisp.
Play 38 extra levels from the Nintendo e-reader accessory.
Nice.
WarioWare 8 Mega Micro Games.
I never played any
Experience
of
the
the
origins of
Wario
the lightning
games.
fast micro
They seem
games.
fun though.
Kuru Kuru Kururin. Guide the spinning stick to the goal without hitting obstacles.
I mean, I guess that's fun.
Mario Kart Super Circuit.
Okay,
Race in the
now
first Mario Kart
that
game
track
created
looks
for a
flat as
portable
hell.
system.
But I still want to start it.
Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. Venture through a zany
I never
world
played
and
any
fight
of
with
the
equally
Mario
zany
and
attacks.
Luigi games. I gotta get into that.
The Legend of Zelda, the Minish Cap. Shrink
Okay.
to miniature size and dive into a big adventure.
That looks fun.
Local and online play is supported for compatible games, and up to 4 players can play together.
Nice.
More games will be added to this library as well.
Are they gonna do any of the original Pokemon games?
After this presentation, you can play these Game Boy titles with the Nintendo Switch Online membership. Or play both Game Boy and Game Boy Advance titles with the Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack membership.
Okay. Well guys, that was it. What do I think about this? I think that it's about time that they did something like this. Obviously, people have been waiting for a long time since they added the NES and the the classic Nintendo system stuff. And I think they added some. Did they add some GameCube stuff? No, they didn't. They didn't add any GameCube. I'm not even sure now. I haven't. To be honest, I haven't played any of the online stuff, the online games, but. I'm excited. I'm definitely going to jump in for this Game Boy stuff. I hope they add the classic Pokemon games to those. Maybe even some of the Sonic original, Game Boy Advance games. and just other classic, games. I hope they keep adding on to the list, and I like that they're adding more consoles because for a while I remember people were complaining that it just kind of felt restricted on what they were releasing, not and they weren't releasing anything for the consoles they had for a certain amount of time. But now that they're adding different consoles, it seems pretty nice. I wish Nintendo would release some of these games, physically, maybe in a collection or something. Kind of like how Sega does with the Sonic, old game like collections. I wish Nintendo would do something like that. I would love to get my hands on some of these games physically. Um, I remember when people were saying that Pokemon, Game Freak was going to release a collection of the original Pokemon games, and that was a big thing. And I was a little skeptical, rightfully so. It never actually came out, but if it came out, I was gonna buy it, even if it was a limited release, like the Super Mario All Stars thing that came out. I'm just looking forward to this and looking forward to what it leads to, more titles being released, and hopefully they get some GameCube games up in there if they already don't have it. I don't think I remember the GameCube being announced, but I could be wrong. Um, yeah, but they finally added Game Boy, Game Boy Color, um, Game Boy Advance games to the Switch. This is looking good. Good for Nintendo. Good for us. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. As always, I'm K-dre Almighty. Remember, no matter where you are, who you're from, or where you're from, doesn't matter in the With that, I'm out.